Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are playing Rakdos Sacrifice because I wanted to check the Anvil together with Ojer Axonil. That makes it so that every trigger from Anvil deals 4 damage or even 5 if you have Kumano counter on this. So pretty brutal stuff. And we'll see in action, we will learn some cards because I didn't fully know all the interactions, but after this video we know everything. Oh, and if you see different cards, don't be surprised. We tested different versions. I think this one makes the most sense for best of one. Let's go into games, let's not make it longer, and enjoy. Alright guys, I mean, what a time to be alive. Sloth casting Kumano faces Kakkazan. However, not on the play, and we're against some different aggro. Let's start with this one, because we might pretend mono red for now. We don't have targets for Anvil, we didn't hit the Epicure, so we'll probably just go with the Sir Ginger, the Mire and oh boy, this will be super hard. This scales like crazy, and there's not much we can do about it. Let's get the run, because we can draw another Cliffs, and that will be tapped if we don't play it on the next turn. I think this is the best play we can make. We start some damage, we get some artifacts for future, so we can start Anvil. And I mean, until they get trample or unblockable, we can do something, but we need to be super aggressive, because Virtuoso is extremely weak to removal, but we have none. Alright, so they play Michiko, right? I think that's always the version. If they have this, they play it for artifact and flying and just evasiveness. A full tap. Extremely bold. Can we punish it? No planeswalkers, unfortunately. Alright, let's go with red mana, this is what we need. We have the emblem. So I think we still go with this, right? We could go for Anvil and sacrifice this and cycle one of the cards. I guess it starts the chain a little bit. But this is just simply better all around. Right, we get the counter, then we get the counters every time artifact gets into the graveyard. So I still think this is better, and we need to be aggressive. Oh boy, do they have this hexproof thing with untapping? It really feels like it. It would also explain the thing. So we will lose one of those. But it's not like we have a choice here. So this will be a 2-2, they will I mean, they want to play it anyway. I will pass the turn once. Because they really want to connive anyway. And when we go wider, it will be a bit better. Alright, 5-4. Easy. Absolutely easy. Vigilance, so we take the damage. And this will be a 5-3, I believe, so that should help a little bit. Land is okay, but I think we can manage without. To be honest, Journal should be probably the play. I mean, we'll go with it. Alright, Harvester is a nice draw. We definitely play this. And I mean, I think we go with oh, they're fully tapped, by the way. That's huge. I think we just go like this. 1 damage is not perfect, but we'll manage. And this way we can make sure that this is a really huge creature. And that will help a little bit. Honestly, this is not the worst. It creates a lot of pressure for them. I'll take it. It's basically 2 cards in one. Alright, we can definitely attack with this. And the rest isn't perfect. I think we wait for the better turn. Is that worth it? Do they kill me? Like, man, if you block like this, it means that you hope to close the game in 1-2 turns. So you don't care about the board state. Very scary. Siren, sure. Map probably goes on the Virtuoso, right? So I highlight Lookout. There was a chance. Maybe he will get distracted. Alright. I mean, there will be a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff. We have this, so we can sacrifice a creature, draw a card, and then sacrifice the journal. Yeah, I think it's too slow to transform. I mean, we could think about going all in, but if he has this blue card, it's +1/+1, so it will be a 4/4. So unless we block with 4 of the creatures, this doesn't die. And he might have 2 effects, so that means we lose the whole board. And let's go with Kumano, I think. And let's go Epicure. This way we force them to use something. And then we keep this for the Anvil, maybe. So I'm pretty sure they have something. Yeah, they had it since earlier. That's why we didn't attack. But we forced them to use it. So it's not the end of the world. And I still will try to, you know, pressure with this guy. Alright. Alright, how do we do it? If we draw a land with this, that would be pretty good. Let's try. Let's try. So we sacrifice this. That means we get the scry. First, let's scry. I guess it shouldn't make a difference, but still, definitely not the card. Now this is the card that changes a lot. Alright. We can sacrifice the journal, maybe. I think that's the play. So, if he has another effect like this, it's kinda okay, I guess. I want to sneak some damage. He might sacrifice this guy. And okay, yeah. So he's just going for lethal. But he has only 1 card. And no trample. Alright, I hope we can, you know, surprise him with this. Then we go white, and then we sacrifice something, and it might be too much damage. That's my game plan. We will see if it works. 2 cards, way more than 1. Basically, I want him to 0 cards, and then we can predict what's going on. The shore up was extremely deadly this game, and we had no way to go around it. I mean, that's a very 5/4. So when this dies, of course, he gets a lot of stuff. Alright. Last card. So he was thinking about bluffing it, I think. We can survive 2 turns on this, because we will life gain to 6. And we're going with the journal. We also get the scry. Are you good? Not really. I think we want direct damage or land. Huh. Huh. So we aren't that yet. Let's pink like this. I'm like, we aren't at the moment when we can directly kill him. I think we need like more mana, like 5 and Epicure, something like this. We can hit with Anvil once, but only once. Oh boy, that's a big decision. This is a big decision. I didn't want to attack because I would get only 1 extra damage. Non-combat, so I can get him to 4 less. I think we're going with Ob Nixilis then. And we don't need more. We just want free stuff. So I miss 1 damage. We will see if that matters.
After 1,000 years,
I think I want something cheap that deals damage. And I think that life gaining should help us a lot. What's the play? They have something, right? Like, I expect them to take the damage. Yeah, exactly. And we say go. This is the main turn. They can pump for 1 very easily, but I don't think they have very easy way to pump for 2. And we can block Virtuoso with a lot of creatures. So if this is just 5 damage, I'm pretty sure we won. 5? Yeah, it's looking good for us. Honk. And do I want to sacrifice something? Yeah? Yes, I do. Because this way I get the scry, and most likely, most importantly, I'll take it. We can get him to 4, and that's the magic number, when everything kills him. They usually don't have interactions, right? I think we do it first. Not sure if I'm playing it optimally, but I don't want to spend too much time overthinking. So they need to discard 2 cards. And now we can sacrifice this guy. And that's 4 damage. See? That was a huge difference. We could still attack with the Devil for the Leafar. That's why I wanted to play, you know, the God first. So when we attack, he either takes the damage or blocks and takes 4 damage. Well, that was intense. Opponent goes first. We will go with Epicure, I think. I mean, I know. Crazy idea. Yeah, we definitely go with the Epicure. I'm just looking forward. I think it will be mostly anvils and trying to get this blood token into stuff. Of course, this is very painful. Talia once again destroyed our idea for the turn, but Harvester can answer her. So we will see. Definitely not attacking. He has the life gain with the veteran, so it will be way harder to burn him. And that's kinda what we have to do. So I think we need to get him out of Brutal Catars and then play the Ojer. And then keep burning him every turn for like 8 or 12. I mean, yeah. It's kinda the same, right? We would use the Harvester, so we might do it as well here. And he might make a mistake. Chance is super low, but it's still here. Let's go with the Anvil, of course. For a good start. Like, we need to keep going, so we can build the board. They're basically out of cards, which is norm for standard. Turn 3, no cards, easy. Oh boy. And we'll go with Kumano. That means we can play this with a counter. Maybe we will be forced to risk it. Let's see what he plays. He's going really wide, so I wonder if he has the Recruiter. He has red for something, probably an Impakal. But is the Recruiter also there? Possibly. Alright. This will be a huge problem very quickly. Do we go for it? We can also go Harvester into Anvil. This seems better, I'll be honest. We double burn ourselves, so that's really bad though. But let's go. This also means that he might be tempted to remove the Harvester. Oh man, do we go for the Warden? This could be a great play. Let's go. We don't want to sacrifice blood tokens, because then we cannot -4. And we still built up the board, so it's okay, kinda. Those cards, man. I need him to... See? If we played this, that would be brutal. I told you. He will be tempted to get rid of the biggest creature in the board. And that means we just play this and hope for the best. And we can block quite a lot of creatures. He can double tap, but it's slow. It also means we can deal more damage and burn him faster. With Recruiter, he needs a lot of time to get the extra value, so he kinda cannot use the veterans too much. And he's not attacking with this one. I mean, not tapping the creatures. Yeah, okay, better. I don't think we burn this, it's not worth. And this is interesting, but not what we need. How much damage it is? Not enough to kill us. Not enough to kill us. Let's go. Good start. And I mean, let's go for the play, shall we? They don't have instants. Well, they might, but they shouldn't, right? They have ossification, if anything. Sometimes they play Get Lost. We can get a better block if we do it during their turn, so I'll go with it. A little bit risky, but I think it should work. Alright, what are you doing? Humans, hexproof, exile, target, graveyard. I don't think we care about any of this. It's just a creature. And with the blockers, we can start the game for quite a lot. Life gain hurts a bit, but that was all of his creatures. Now he's in full top deck mode, and we are so wide that it's not easy for him to tap too many creatures. If he taps again, that's super good for me. Alright, 5 damage, and as you can see, this is pretty slow, it's just 5 damage. So we can sacrifice this guy. I should wait until the end step, of course, because now he has extra information, but maybe this will make him so he taps more creatures. Alright, maybe not. Oh boy, we just won. Oh boy, this is so fun, man. Let's go with this. Alright, if I had the counter on this, it would deal 5 damage. I forgot how it works, but it still wouldn't be best play. Alright, now we go with this. And our opponent is like, huh, I can win. He's not killing me this turn. And because he has no cards in the hand, that means he's getting enough damage to win the game. Because it's not non-combat damage, right? So let's start with this guy.
You're my enemy.
I mean, not my...
By coin or carnage.
Red source, you are red.
Tribute is owed.
Non-combat damage. Less. Oh, because it's not damage, it's losing life, which is absolutely different. Alright. I see, I see. Let's get him to 0. This will make... Like, we will still win, but alright. A shameful learning as I play. Like, you know, like a true mythic. I keep this because we can cycle at the end step. It won't make a difference, but, you know. And that's it, because he cannot life gain and he cannot also kill us in one turn. He can only tap and see if Brutal Cathar was at the top. And if he would win on the next turn. The answer is no. I mean, he was pretty high. We give him a moment to realize the situation. But even if he could attack with everything, that's not enough, right? 9, 10, 15 damage. Even if we didn't have creatures, we would win. I really thought it will work, but yeah, losing life is absolutely different than the damage, right? I think as per ruling, you deal damage and then it transitions into losing life, right? So it's like one step ahead. Opponent goes first, we have the Anvil, so let's try. Do we go with the Synthesizer? It's good for the next turn. Yeah, let's try. I think that the fact that we get the artifact is worth it. We will exile one of our win cons. Perfect. And we will go with the Anvil now. You know what? Bad things might happen. Let's go with this. They have colors that really love killing artifacts. So let's give them some fodder before. And we can always use this for a land on the next turn, right? Because we can sacrifice Synthesizer. If we hit a land, that's good for us. I could also go double Ob Nixilis. So if we don't attack, it will happen right now. Oh man, this is insane. If we go double Ob Nixilis, this can be an insane win. Like, this will be so pressuring for them. I think they have something, but they cannot answer to what we will do. So I will go risky, because I think we surprised them with this play. And I don't think they expected it. Told you! They had removal, and they wanted us to attack to cast it, and we were smarter than this. This is a very weird hand. I'm not sure how to play it, because this tap land makes a big difference. Especially that we mostly need red. Never mind. Oh, on the play with mono red must be exciting. He probably never did it before, right? Yeah, let's go with the Epicure, because we probably have to remove the 2-drop from with the blood token. So no, man, Epicure actually does a lot for a 1-drop. Damage, 2 cards, and still being a 1-drop, so that's a lot of extras. As you can see, everyone likes the Epicure. Alright, do we go with Synthesizer? We don't have good targets to remove, so let's go. We will also have an artifact for an anvil that will be very useful. And let's see if that's a land. Of course, the card we cannot play. I think we get rid of this. It will make our mana base way better. And you need good mana base against mono red, because pain lands really hurt. I don't think we have a good shot at winning the game, like, we are a little bit behind with everything. We want to be defensive, he will play his card, and it will be like, oh wow, I'm a great gamer, I played one of the highlighted cards, and I'm the best in Mythic, I'm top 700. So, I think we go like this, and we see what we draw. Of course this is better removal for like Feldon, but I cannot just wait and do nothing. And this way we also get additional draw. And that's a draw we can play right now. Yeah, let's go with Takenuma. And we also get some extra benefits from this play. So yeah, it went okay. It went okay so far. Let's see what the decision is. He probably takes 3 damage. Yeah, it's not worth sacrificing anything. Even the blood token is basically an extra card during the game. Blood token is really good, man. I actually don't mind it. Using card like this is pretty good for us. Now he has 1 random card and 1 card that he needed from before. See, that was a dead draw, and suddenly he has something else. I think we'll have to play this, right? The faster the better. Yeah, let's go. We also can start attacking, so that helps a lot, and with 1 card he absolutely cannot really, kill it. He needs perfect draw and perfect old card to answer it. And we can go Ob Nixilis if we hit anything. Let's start with this. We could also go for Defiance, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's try to hit Anvil or something like this. Or just a creature for Ob. Or just a land. Or just a land. Let's attack. That is quite a lot of damage. And we generally don't want to block with it, because he can Monstrous Rage something. I should probably do it first, but I don't think we had all the information, so I think it's still okay. A Mirrex. A lot of lands, definitely, but at least we have Samurai, and we'll cycle the Springs at the end step. So even though we are not drawing what we want, we at least filter what we don't want. And he will definitely cycle. He doesn't like his cards, and so do I. Yep. Just draw those lightning strikes and Godric's. I'm just super excited for the next card. I cannot wait, because it should not be a land, right? And now we also have a fodder for Ob Nixilis, which is super important because you get the devil and one of the Ob will die from 3 to 1, right? So Chick will kill it. But the second one will keep life gaining for a very long time if you can protect it. And the Chick itself cannot defeat the +1. Well, this is strong. Well, this is something. So this would be a force block, but it also gives our opponent time. And I think we just attack with everything. A mount. Oh, that's nice. He has shown us that he has something? Or just play with... I don't know, man. That was weird. I don't know what he wanted to do. I thought that he wanted to just give priority, so nothing is here. Oh, maybe that's the case, because it's Broker's face. So he indeed was nice. Very nice. Alright, so we deal 4 damage. This will be a surprise lethal when we know that we can go for it. However, right now, we are going with... Honestly, I think the Harvester is worse. Because the Samurai can attack while defending. And that's perfect for the situation. And we also get more loyalty, right? And I want the life gain, because theoretically he can play maybe like Godric, Monstrous Rage and Cheeks and Land and Sun. I don't know. Maybe he can go for the lethal somehow. He still has the priority. And with this life gain, I think we won. He could burst me sometimes, maybe around 9. Probably not, but maybe there was some combination of cards. But not from 11, not from this board. So that is a game. Alright, so I guess he has played with fire. Maybe. Man, I'm not trying to guess anymore. I just don't know what he has. Maybe just nothing, and he took so long for the decisions, but yeah, he just doesn't have enough pressure against us. Alright, so our hand is not perfect, we don't have Epicure, but it's quite decent. Harvester is really good with Anvil. And we seem to be against Golgari enchantments, I guess. Oh, this will be... Is it self-mill? I don't know, man. We're not playing the synthesizer in this turn. That's not what we want to do. We start strong with the Harvester. It eats whatever they have. I guess Impulse. The answer is Impulse. Alright. We want to make sure that Anvil sticks to the board, because this is the most important card, and those colors, or maybe except green, don't have easy time against it. How many blood things we can make? Not enough. Not enough. Let's go with this and see what we hit. I mean, this is something I want to play. That's for sure. Alright. So this will actually hit us. So that's pretty bad. Is there, like, if I hit Epicure, I can actually destroy this? Do I re-wait one turn? It feels so wrong. I think we just have to go for the aggression. I don't think we have luxury to just wait. We need to start pinging. If they attack, it also means they cannot block as well as they want. And we'll keep making, you know, stuff every single turn. Here's the fight rigging, easy. Well. Well. Alright, let's see what he rolls. Okay. It's so much like happening, but nothing that matters. Alright, so what do we do? I can just play Anvil. I honestly think this is the best, and we might hit a land. So let's go with the synthesizer, see what we hit. If that's expensive, we won't get any value, but it's worth the risk for the land. Alright, no land, unfortunately. Let's play this. And I mean, this is pretty good so far. When we play the God, we can nearly kill them, man. We probably will play the Goblin. It's legendary, so we need to be careful. And he really is communed with spirits. I mean, like, super communed. Alright, so what exactly are we going for? Sure. The only one that we cannot sacrifice. Smart, smart. And the ancient one. Alright. Alright, you put your counters. Doesn't make sense to attack too much, like it doesn't do anything. Epicure. They don't play sweepers, so I think we can go like this. Alright, let's read to make sure we understand. Blood token, let's go with the blood token, I think. Alright, that will be a lot of stuff, and we can create such a whiteboard here. Do I want to sacrifice a creature? I'm not sure, but I think it works like I think, right? It will descend, because it will go to the graveyard? No, it doesn't. Alright then. So I sacrificed the second one because I wanted to check if that would trigger the descent. Because I think the tokens go to the graveyard, they just, you know, don't have the cards so we don't see them. And I think they are exiled, something like this in the ruling, I think. But apparently not exactly, because there is no exile effect, so... Apparently doesn't work like this. But you know, worth checking always. A lot of damage, but not enough. I could play it, but if they kill it, that's super bad. But I still think it's worth it, because we have like 2-turn lethal with it. And they cannot remove it, so they lose the game. We would double Anvil, and that's 8 damage. Alright guys, I recorded this outro way too many times, so we will just cut it to the chase and just talk about the most important stuff. So, Ojer Axonil, I think it's really good in this deck. Very often you cannot attack in the board and you need a lot of extra damage to just go for this lethal. And this card does exactly this. You need to be super careful, because if this gets removed, you probably will lose the game. And the transformation doesn't super work. Most of the time you cannot deal 4 damage and then also pay 3 mana on the same turn. So when this dies, usually you just get the land. It helps you ramp, but not much else. For the Bloodletter, I think it's a little bit weaker. It doubles also the attacks and, you know, all the damage. However, I think Ojer is just a little bit better for the Anvil. Most of the damage is Anvil, most of the time you have 2 Anvils, and when you play this it's 8 damage, and that's very often enough to go for the lethal. On the results and competitiveness, I'll be honest guys, I don't have all the stats because the tracker for some reason shows me error, so I cannot check all the games, but I know I had a losing streak like crazy, and I actually wanted to scrap it. But then I came back after checking a different deck. Man, I was playing for like 3 hours straight. And then, you know what? I started winning again. So I think we still deranked a little bit. But yeah, I think it got probably closer to 50%. In my opinion, it should be over 50% deck. It should be pretty competitive, but it's just all about those draws, man. And the land base really got me more than it should. Even this one Mirrex, man, I want to change it to Mountain. So that was the honest impression. I hope you like it, have fun, and see you tomorrow.